Hello, everyone. Here's a video of the highlight features of the information that was shared with the community over the past several evenings. And I do plan to post more videos as time goes on. I'm going to quickly move this on. My name is Pierre Plord. I am the new principal of Hanwell Park Academy, and Tara Gove is the vice principal. She helped with the evening presentations and the presentation itself, but today, Thursday, she is at work at Park Street Elementary. So both of us are going to be on the admin team. Tara is still doing her work at Park Street Elementary. I have 30 years of experience in the school system, so I hope that your kids will be very well taken care of. Now, the school is set to open in September 2022, and a lot of people asked, why did we live stream this information? It's because a lot of the pictures of inside the school we were unable to provide over social media. So this presentation does not show any pictures inside the school. The province will own the building on June 24th, which means that until then, it is owned by the contractor. However, before then, one of the key questions that was asked is, will there be tours for the kids, for the community? Yes, definitely at the end of August, early September, there will be all kinds of tours for the community, for the kids. So I'm going to spend some time with transportation and safety, classrooms, give you a sneak peek, programs and services, and some of the unique features of the school. Now, the very first thing I do want to talk about is transportation. First of all, there will be two entry points to drop off students. One of them will be solely for the buses, and the other one will be for parents for drop off. And if parents have a need for a little bit more of time, there'll be an actual designated parking area just for parents. So there will be two entry points, one for buses, one for drop off. And information that was shared is all students will have transportation provided, regardless of how close you live to the school or how far. Eventually, you'll be able to go onto this website and basically punch in your address, and it'll tell you the time that your child will be picked up and the time your child will be dropped off. However, that will only be populated sometime in late August as well. However, all students will have access to transportation. This is a tentative schedule. I'm not going to go over too much of the details, but a lot of parents wanted to know, what time can we start dropping off the students, and what would roughly be the time for us to pick them up, or what have you. This is one scenario. I will widely share once we have a much better idea, and that should be coming up hopefully in the next month or so. But that is one scenario, and by all means, you could pause, take a look at it. I'll show you a couple of more scenarios that are also possible. I did want to talk about the important dates. We do plan to have a community celebration, not just for the kids, but for the whole community, and of course, tours for the students. No doubt the students will need to see the building multiple times, especially our K students, who for many of them, this is the first time they're seeing a building. I do want to talk about the staggered entry. Did mention that there is quite possible that the first week of school will only have a cluster of students, maybe the Ks one day, other grades the other day, and then on the 12th, all students will be in the building. We will have a school website that's coming along, and there will be a student fee. I always like to talk about student fees because those are fees for the kids. I don't buy iPads or equipment with those fees. They go towards reward programs. They actually prevent your child going home once a month saying, I need $2 for theater New Brunswick. Here are other scenarios that we have potentially for the drop-off and the pickup. And each scenario is based upon the fact that quite possibly we might have early dismissal on a specific day. If you have children in the system, especially at Priestman Elementary, you know that they have what's called an early Wednesday dismissal. Well, scenario one is as if we don't have early dismissal. It's a consistent time, beginning of day, end of day for all our students, as you can see there. At 1:20 for the K to 2s, they're dismissed at 2:40 for 3 to 8s. The other dismissal, number 2, I had in the previous slide. And then the third scenario is one in which we will have dismissal for the whole school, K to 8, and you can see the times here. the new website. I mentioned it. We did talk a little bit about the classes. There'll be at least, I think, in most grade levels, 3 classes, and most of them will be 2 French immersion classes and 1 prime, which is an English class. We anticipate 475 students. A lot of questions came about in the past and definitely over the evening, but the co-owners of the Little Munchkins preschool were there, and at this point in time, they're unable to share any information about any of their programs. But the only thing they were able to share is that they will have a preschool program for the age 3 to 4, and an after-school program. And that's all that they could share right now. They're still in the licensing phase of everything. And these are not pictures of inside the school, of the school, but these are pictures that from the companies that have designed all the furniture for our building. Our building will be a flexible, movable environment that will have wireless technology throughout the building. Again, the idea is to make learning happen at not just at inside the classroom, but outside the classroom, all over different spots within the building itself. That's the idea with all of this wireless technology. And again, as I said at the evenings, it's not about technology, because in the end, it's about good teaching. It's about good human relationships. Then I showed lots of neat pictures. Again, everything you see in these pictures here are things that were purchased and will be in our building. And you see, again, flexible places. And one of the key neat places that I was able to show were these breakout rooms and these project rooms that are found all over the building, places for kids to go work and do things. So we actually showed pictures of inside the building that showed these areas. We also will have a very unique learning commons. Again, the pictures that you see here are items that have or will be provided within the building. The learning commons is another. It's a place. It has books. It will have a librarian that will be there, but it also is a place for kids to be able to do work and continue on with their things. And it has a very unique feature, which is the seminar room. One of the things that's very exciting is that we will have a playground ready for September. So the playground that you see here is the playground that will be there. One of the things we'll be working on, I'm not 100% sure it will be ready for September, but it definitely will be ready by next September, is definitely a multiple levels of outdoor classrooms. So what are some of the key features found inside the school? 2 music rooms, a performance center. Yes, a separate performance center. Stage and seating for 500 during concerts. A culinary lab. People were very excited about that. And that's for all the students. We're not talking a culinary lab just for older students, for all the students. A wood shop, maker space. Capacity, the gym is huge. We actually have 2, what is considered 1 point whatever gym sizes, 2 of them that could basically have 4 team practices at the same time. There will be cafeteria service, basically hot meals, and there will be a milk program. We will have a video wall for the learning stairs. One of the unique features of the building is that as soon as you walk in, you basically walk into an atrium that has these wonderful learning stairs. Interactive walls in the phys ed class. There'll be a training center that could be used by adults for training, all kinds, basically for professionals, but also for the community to use. We will have capacity to hold conferences in this building. As a matter of fact, on May 2023, it is in the works to hold a middle level subject council where teachers from all over the province will be there in our school, in our community. Outside, we'll have all kinds of features. We already have a soccer field that already has a fenced-in area. Tennis and pickleball court that the community has purchased for you, the community, not just for the kids, but for the community. And it will be a shared place. Play pads, basically areas where kids could play basketball outside. Games outside, walking paths. Of course, we're going to use these paths, the trails, to basically connect the school, and a whole bunch of outside games. Now, if you have any specific questions at all, please reach out to me. I will put my email in the comment for this YouTube video, and The idea is that I will be making more of these videos for the public to give you access. By all means, you can go back and forth in this video to see all kinds of things. And one of the key things that I did say in the evening speeches, basically, was that this is a community school. It's meant to be shared, to be used by the community. Obviously, it is a school for students, but it also is a focal point. And as time goes on and as I create more of these videos, I hope to share more and more information. Thank you very much for your time.